So is the Glock 43X really worth all the hype, or is it just another Glock for Glock fanboys? Well, let me tell you this. First off, I'm not a Glock fanboy. Secondly, I got rid of my Glock 30, my 30S, my first 19, my 42s, and 2 of my 43s. But I'm never getting rid of this 43X. Even while I'm going to pick up another 26 and a 19 next week. Alright, so first off, guys, let me tell you by just introducing myself as a non-Glock fanboy. I've had every brand, every manufacturer, every model. I don't care. I have every caliber. I used to carry mostly 45 because I did kind of buy into the, well, let me carry the biggest bullet I can. So I carried the 30, and then I got the Glock 30S, and I carried the 30S. But because I spend most of my time in gym clothes, I went from wearing plain clothes every day to wearing gym clothes every day as a coach. So as a coach, the belly holster ended up being like a godsend to me. That was just like the best way for me to carry in gym pants, joggers, shorts, and t-shirts, tank tops, where, you know, the sleeve hole comes down and whatever. The belly holster has been perfect. But back to the Glock 43X. When this first came out, this was amazing. I mean, for me, it was finally like, home. And I'm telling you, from my perspective, the Glock 43X is like heaven, okay? And of course, we are empty. This is the best firearm I have ever carried on a regular basis. Unless it's my LCPs when I need a micro. But this is what I rely on. I know that because of my body type, I'm 5'10", typically about 180 to 185 pounds. I have a 29-inch waist. I'm very, very lean, so I don't have a lot of room for cushion. I print a lot, meaning even in what I'm carrying today, I print all the time. Like, I can't put this holster anywhere where I don't stick out like a sore thumb. But I love the belly holsters. The belly holsters are the best way for me to carry discreetly. And with my favorite belly holster being the new Bravo Belt belly holster, I love the way it's laid out. You have separate pockets for your light and your knife. So that way they're not just shifting around a little bit. It's consistency. So I'll get more into the Bravo Belt later, but you can also check that video. I am a huge fan. In fact, I love the new belly holster by Bravo Belt. You can hear it already in the comment sections. All the hate and the trolls and this about what I do and how I don't and do it right and how it, yeah, okay, well, doesn't really matter to me. Okay, so the 43X came into my life, and right away I purchased 2. I got this one and I got the all black. Now what I did was, I decided to keep the other one stock, and then I installed the Hive mag extension, the extended mag release button, and then the rear plate. That's it, because to me, this is perfect as it is. But I did want the option for the +2. Now, when I carry this, I did not want the MOS. But of course, as you know, with all the new 43Xs, they will come with a front rail. I'm glad I have this one. I love this one. I don't want a front rail on it. This is just something very streamlined for me to tuck away and hide. Now, I had 2 more, and I got rid of those. This one has just performed so flawlessly that this was all I needed. Got rid of the other ones, used that money to put into other firearms. One of those was a Freedom Ordnance FX9 with the 4-inch barrel. More on that in this video here. And if you know anything about the FX9 chambered in 9mm, it takes Glock magazines. So it shares the magazines from a Glock 19 and a Glock 26. So I've got this 43X, I've got the Freedom Ordnance FX9, and they don't share magazines. I miss the Glock 26. I kind of miss the capacity, just knowing that it's there. And I want my sons to be able to shoot that because they shoot this very well. And I'm 5'10", but my sons are bigger than me already, and they're only 14 and 16. My 16-year-old is 6 foot, and he's going to be a massive bodybuilder, and the other one is 6'3" already, and he's only 14, and he's going to be a football star. So they've already got bigger hands than me, and they shoot this very well, so I wanted them to have the opportunity to shoot the Glock 26 and the Glock 19. And if we ever have a shit hits the fan situation, I know that the two of them can fire the 26, the 19, and the Freedom Ordnance together. They can share bullets, they can share magazines, they know what they can do, and they are set. And of course, in that type of a situation, I've already got my own arsenal that I will be employing anyway. I want them to have a dedicated set of firearms that they can go to no matter what. But with the Glock 43X, there has not been a single person that I have taken to the range to shoot this with me, and they have not either A, really loved it, or B, shot it well. It's just a good universal gun. It fits me perfectly well. I love it. It's like home for me. I don't like the grips of the Smith & Wessons. There's just a lot of firearms that just don't feel comfortable to me with the way that my hand is shaped. I also have had all these knuckles broken in multiple places and rebuilt mostly, and so for me, I have to have a comfortable grip so that I'm not constantly readjusting. Now, I admit that one of the reasons I used to steer away from the 26 and the 19 was because I'm not a Glock fanboy, and I didn't want to be a Glock fanboy, and most of the Glock fanboys out there have their 26 and their 19, and they swear by them. Well, guess what? There's a reason. There's a good reason why they swear by them. They're two of the greatest firearms ever built, in my opinion. And I've shot just about everything, okay? But the 26 and the 19 are just phenomenal firearms for that option. Just like the Glock 43X is a phenomenal option. You can't go wrong with this firearm. Unless for some reason, you just don't like the grip. But if you don't like the grip, I'm going to refer back to an old firearms instructor friend of mine. And he said to me, he said, Adam, stop dicking around with your guns. Pick one and get to know it, learn it perfectly. In other words, what he was saying is, it doesn't matter if you like it or not. It's a tool, right? It's an instrument, and we need to be as proficient with that tool. But in my opinion, if you are able to and you have the option to just play around with all these different guns and see what you like and love and see what you don't like, and give feedback, which is one of the reasons I do this, then I think, sure, why not? Search for the perfect gun, and then once you find what you think is the perfect gun, keep playing around with everything, because something else might pop into your life, and you might say, hey, I like this better, I want this. So no harm, no foul, as long as playing around with your guns isn't taking food out of your family's mouth. Bam! Call me a samurai. Bitch. So with all this being said, am I getting rid of my 43X? No. But for now, we're going to go pick up a 26 and a 19 and add it to the arsenal. Alright friends, so thanks again for watching another video. I'm Adam, I go by Coach Hardgains. I've been coaching bodybuilding, current recovering drug addicts, mentoring troubled youth, self-defense, anti-bullying programs, and on for over 20 years. This is Savior of the Second. Please, if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please, pass the word around. We're doing what we can. Catch you next one.